learn Romanian. Module 1. Meals of the Day. Mesele zilei. Welcome to the first module of the Erasmus Plus course, Language Learning Through Culture and Cooking. We will start with a short introduction to Romanian cuisine, and then we'll learn some keywords related to our main topic, the meals of the day. We'll also look at the kinds of food which might be served for breakfast. To follow, we'll learn how to make a very popular Romanian dish, eggplant salad. We'll learn about the main ingredients and we'll follow along with the video recipe. Before we end today's session, we'll learn how to ask for assistance when there's something we don't know. Romanian cuisine is a blend of influences from all the cultures it has come into contact with over the ages, but it also has its own unique elements. Each region of the country has its own special dishes, favorite ingredients and cooking techniques. Many of these have changed over the years to adapt to the demands of a modern lifestyle. Meals of the day in Romania. Mesele zilei. Mic dejun. Breakfast is often considered to be the most important meal of the day. It is served in the early morning, usually before 9 a.m. Prânz. Lunch is usually a 3-course meal served around 12 or 1 p.m. It usually includes a soup, a main course and a dessert. Cină. Dinner is ideally enjoyed with the entire family at the end of the working day, around 6 or 7 p.m. It usually consists of a 3-course meal, but a bit lighter. Let's find out what a typical breakfast might include. Pâine. Bread is the staple of Romanian cuisine. It is a part of almost every meal. Brânză. Cheese is a very good source of protein. There are many regional specialties. Șuncă. Making ham was a very useful way of preserving meat traditionally. Legume. Fresh and seasonal vegetables are a very important part of each meal. Fructe. Fruits taste best when they're fresh, locally sourced and in season. Lactate. Dairy is also considered a staple of most meals. Ouă. Eggs are an essential part of breakfast. Spreads. There are different kinds of spreads made of vegetables, dairy and other ingredients, which are mainly served on bread. Dulceață. Jam tastes best when it's homemade. These are the most common beverages we might enjoy with breakfast. Cafea. Coffee. Chai. Tea. Lapte. Milk. Apă. Water. Suc. Juice. Let's have a look at this breakfast spread. Which ingredients can you recognize? We have 2 types of local cheese, brânză, some ham, șuncă, as well as 2 different spreads, a fish roe salad, salată de icre, and some cream cheese, cremă de brânză. Everything is served with lots of fresh vegetables, legume. Now, it's time for us to get to work. Let's make a delicious eggplant salad together. Salată de vinete. It is one of the most popular Romanian dishes and it can be served for breakfast, but also for any other meal as an appetizer. Here are the main ingredients. Vinete, aubergines or eggplants. Roast them on a grill for an extra smoky flavor, but they're quite delicious if you use the oven too. Maioneză, mayonnaise. If you want to make it yourself, you will need ouă, some fresh eggs, ulei, vegetable oil, suc de lămâie, lemon juice. Let's not forget about our seasonings. The most important ones are salt and pepper, sare și piper. If you want, you can add some finely chopped onions at the end. All of these can be adapted to your own taste. You can skip the onions, use store-bought or homemade mayo, or make the dish vegan. Here's what you'll need in the kitchen. un cuptor, an oven, o tavă de copt, a baking sheet, un tocător, a cutting board, o strecurătoare, a colander. If you're missing a utensil or a specific type of cookware, be creative and improvise with what you can find in your kitchen. Are you ready? Let's begin. Să începem. Here is the easiest way to make an eggplant salad the Romanian way. There are many similar dishes in other countries and they're all delicious. We have 3 large eggplants, which we will pierce with a fork so they don't burst open in the oven. We will then place them on a baking sheet and roast them in a preheated oven on medium for about an hour until they're very soft. Let them cool slightly and carefully remove the skin. Place them in a colander for 1 up to 2 hours so the liquid can properly drain. Traditionally, we would chop the eggplants with a special wooden knife so they wouldn't oxidize. I don't have one, so I've used a wooden spatula. The idea is to get a smooth consistency but keep a bit of texture. That's why we don't use a food processor for this. We will then mix our eggplants with some mayonnaise and chopped onions. I've already seasoned my mayo, but we can adjust for salt and pepper as necessary. You can make a vegan version by replacing the mayonnaise with a mild-flavored vegetable oil, drizzling slowly until you create an emulsion. Then season as usual with lemon juice, salt and pepper. And that's it! Serve with the freshest bread you can find and some lovely summer tomatoes. Well done and bon appetit! In Romania, we say poftă bună. Let's quickly review some of the words we've used in our recipe. Vinete, maioneză, sare și piper, pâine, tocător, cuptor. And here are all the details if you want to make this recipe again by yourself. Nobody knows it all. Especially in the kitchen, it's important to communicate with our team and feel free to ask questions when there's something we don't know. Ce este asta? What is this? Is it a new utensil or a dish you haven't had before? Cum se spune în limba română? How do you say it in Romanian? You can learn new words all the time. Mă poți ajuta? Can you help me? Everyone needs a team in the kitchen. Mulțumesc! Thank you for your hard work. Have fun in the kitchen.